I would say good morning, but to some of y'all, maybe the afternoon, maybe the evening already. But that is the perfect thing about being on social media that whoever tunes in might be on different wavelengths, different time zones, and they just on their phone and they'll scrolling through and officially might drop on my page and sit back and listen and be like, hey, I like what he said. So pretty much I'm gonna start off like this. Am I just a barber? Somebody say yeah. Somebody say I can get any barber like you anywhere. I don't have to pay that rate. Why would I pay 60, 80, $100 from either you, him, her? But it's not about the money. It's about the experience. It's about the journey. It's about the growth. It's about the leadership. It's about the legacy. That's what I'm working on. Never thought about doing this. Never thought about sitting in front of the camera, speaking, sharing, giving more insight about who I am, where I've been, where I had to come from, what I had to deal with to get to this point. And like I said, some people might view, some people might click, some people may not. But should that stop me from continuing what I'm doing? Should I stop living? That's everybody's life. We always want to continue to do something great. And some people may pay attention, some people may not. Some people may give you credit, some people may not. But it starts with you. And for a lot of people, maybe barbering wasn't their first choice. I can truly say it wasn't. I was a fashion designer. I wanted to dance. I wanted to dance for Chris Brown. I wanted to dance for Destiny Child. When I was growing up, I wanted to dance for Michael. I got a chance to audition for Destiny Child, made it to the final round, but didn't get the call. I worked for a couple businesses. My last job, corporation, Lionsgate Entertainment, worked in financing, distribution, wanted to work on the creative side, but like all things, it came to an end. Somebody sat with me, asked me, whatever, have I ever thought about working in the hair industry? I was around it all my life from my mom, my cousin. My cousin was the best individual hair braider in our area. Everybody was coming to her to get their hair done. But, I was around it, but never thought about it. And when I got older, it wasn't once, it was twice that somebody brought that to my attention. And they told me everything that I could gain from it, my own free time, make my own hours, um, be as creative as I want to be. It's other doors that you can open in this industry. But they didn't tell me about the beginning road. They taught me about all the fantastic things that could go with it. But they didn't tell me about the journey it would take to finally get there. And yes, it was a journey. I went to school. I was working graveyard shift. COVID hit, shut everything down. Teacher called me, told me, I don't know what's going to happen with your hours. I don't even know if we're going to open back up. And then I sat in my room and I thought about all the money I spent, all the time that could have been wasted. I started my life all over again at 30. Was this really the best choice that I made for myself? I kept questioning myself. I kept questioning everything I was doing. Should I go back to the corporate world? Which I tried to. Started redoing my resume, had help from people to figure out what I need to change on my resume. I had people sending letters to me for me to, add to my resume so they can say, I recommend him. I worked with him. He's a great person. No callbacks. So I'm just sitting and wondering, like, what am I gonna do? Like, what is this? What I thought I had it, and then I got that call. Hey, the school is opening back up. Come back in. We got your paperwork. You only got a few more days and you're done. You finished your hours. Now you can go take your test. I took my test. I passed it on my first try. I was super excited because when it comes to exams and tests, I was not the best, especially in school. So for me to do a live, because it's changed now, practical and everything to demonstrate and to walk out of there and for them to hand me my paperwork and say, hey, you're officially a professional barber, meant everything to me. Now it's getting into the real world. Now it's really time to really push this. I couldn't rely on friends and family to be my my helper of me building this business. I couldn't rely on them to be sitting in my chair every week, only them. And to be honest, a lot of, my friends, you know, they had their barbers. They wasn't gonna change up because I'm just now deciding to be a barber in my late 30s. For them to sit in my chair and have to go through the trenches all over again. Like, I love you, G. I know you my boy and all, but this is my hair. Like, I got my dude. Like, I've been with him for a while. And I understood that. I can't be mad at that. So I started off on Melrose. I was switching out booth time with someone else was there, and this person was in the industry working on set. So the days he would go work on set, he'd be like, yo, Garci, take my spot, build your clientele. But once I get back, you gotta go. I need you to pack up all your stuff, you gotta go. So I didn't even have my own luxury station. I was sharing a station. So I put up with that for a while. And then, you know, I wasn't where I needed to be. My performance wasn't where it needed to be, especially not being able to be in there consistently and learning and growing. So, my boy came up to me. He was like, hey man, we gonna have to let you go. We just build our business. We can't have someone like yourself that's developing and you get it. And I was like, yeah, I understand. So, I went back to the drawing board trying to figure it out. And then I went over to my old barber, you know, and my old neighborhood, my Inglewood. And I was like, let me see if the old crew is there, if the shop is still there. I went in, the owner was still there, everything was different. But I got a chance to develop myself. And I honestly want to give that person the utmost respect for bringing me in, showing me the business side, but also the professional side of being a barber. Then, I had to try to up myself. I wanted to really change my environment, higher scale pay. Do things a little differently. It's growing pains. I gotta learn. I gotta learn what fits me. So went to Marina, worked in Marina for a while, and it was beautiful. By the beach, everything around me is this moving traffic, but still wasn't it. Still needed something else because I'm steady growing. I went back to school for cosmetology, got my hours in, about to go take my test, and then I'm like, okay, I need to be in a setting where I can actually grow and do some of these things that I'm learning. So I came back to Inglewood with my boy. He got a shop. It's nicely developed. Has everything that I need. I could do barbering, I could do Cosmo, I could do it all. So that's where I'm at right now. So I just want to say, like, every day is a learning experience. Every day is a growth. Still learning myself. So that's why I asked, who is Garci? Because Garci has done and been and traveled, but I have been consistent, and I'm continuing to be consistent with this barbering industry, and I have so much more to really share, really develop. I want you guys to, tune in, enjoy this ride. I created my own podcast called Talk Your Barbership, which you can see right there, and had a lot of amazing people join, share, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue, it's going to continue, and it's going to manifest to something truly remarkable, amazing. And like I said, I know who I am now, and I want you to know who you are. So let's keep growing. Let's keep doing it. Garci, the barber. I'm out.